So brothers and sisters, depression. Depression is the biggest, is the most prominent, the most widespread mental illness at the moment in the world. And as I told you, depression, don't diagnose yourself. It takes a lot to have extreme depression. But it's basically a constant feeling of sadness and loss of interest which stops you doing your normal activities. The causes are unknown, but usually it's the result of you remember something in your past that you failed in, your failed experiences, letdowns by others, put downs, bullying, failures, failed expectations, attempts, dreams don't come true, stressful life events such as divorce, illness, bereavement, loss of job, loss of money, etc. And what happens to you is that you start having a low opinion of yourself. I'm a loser, I'm not worthy, it's true what they say about me. So you start creating these names for yourself and these beliefs. Some people even, you start to use religion to justify their bad thoughts. They say, God must hate me, this is a punishment. I make my dua, he doesn't accept it, that means Allah is not pleased with me. Maybe it's because I said this to my mum or my dad. And they start creating so many things which they don't really know about. And sometimes they say, my qadar. The qadar of Allah is that my life is just bad luck, khalas, that's everything's misfortune. That's what Allah has written upon me. No! How do you know Allah has written this upon you? The moment you die, that's it. The moment you're still breathing, it means you have hope, there are doors. Allah doesn't leave you. Depression is to look back and think to yourself, what am I really worried about? Why have I believed it? It's because people told me. No, I'm not going to believe it. And try to do something that you're good at and do it good. If you can achieve it, then you'll start to break away those false beliefs that you had about yourself. Once I went with my little daughter to a park, and there was a water slide. Now, I was always afraid of heights, always. Who's afraid of heights here? Afraid of heights, man. So my friends all went on, their dads went on this big slide. It's the one where you stand and the thing opens up beneath you and you drop. It's scary. Now I'm afraid of just the slide, that height. I'm going to go on that. Anyway, my friends went on and their children are cheering them on. Yeah, dad's a hero, dad's a lion, dad's a this, my dad's the best. My daughter looks at me and I'm just standing there. Just looks at me. I go, what? He goes, all their dads are going on, Dad. And I started sweating. I go, oh man, if I don't go on for the rest of my life, my daughter's going to think I'm a wimp, I'm a coward, I'm weak. And then I started getting anxiety attacks. Started thinking, my daughter's going to grow up seeing me weak, she's going to become weak. Oh my God, oh no. So I started imagining, this is when anxiety is good for you. I started imagining things that haven't even happened yet. So subhanAllah, I got my friend and I said, help me out, bro. And I just bit really hard and I said, I'm going to do it. I don't care if I sweat, if I shiver, if I faint. Went all the way up. I almost had a heart attack. And alhamdulillah, I did it. And after I did it, guess what? I go, I'm taking on all the rides. Every ride. I want to take on the world. Confidence just boosted in me. Of course, I don't advise everybody to do this. You might hurt yourself. I'm just saying that alhamdulillah, the lesson from that is to way to beat your anxiety and depression is to do the opposite and prove to yourself that you are not what you thought you were. The moment you take those steps, other avenues open up. And that is why Rasul said, وَلَا تَعْجَزْ, plan, go ahead, rely on Allah, and don't become paralyzed. Keep going. Whatever happens, happens. 99% of our fears never happen. Just think backwards and think how many of your fears actually happened. 99% of them didn't happen. You don't think about them because you forgot about them, because nothing happened.